Yo, what's up? What's poppin'? How you doing? How your mama? All of them, everybody. It's your favorite candy lady, Mrs. I Candy.
And it is her, she, me, the gossip diva, Miss Mocha.
And we are
Two Hot Chicks.
Happy
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Happy Lover's Day. Happy Self-Love Day. Happy Love Matters Day. All of that. Today is about love. Love your babies. Love your man. Love your woman. Love your damn self. Okay?
I'm with that.
Right. So, we don't want to hold each other up long because not sure what plans are for Mocha. Mm-hmm. You know, I heard she had options out in these streets.
As she does. Y'all know Miss Mocha, of course.
So we want to get this show popping, but I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. You know what I'm saying? I hate when I see people upset about Valentine's Day because they probably feel, and this is just my opinion, that they see other people in love and all coupled up and look, you know what I mean? Like if you are single and you desire that, it can kind of be frustrating. It can be annoying because you're like, well, damn.
Well, so I'm single and I desire to be in a relationship, but that don't bother me. If the day would have came and went, I could have stayed in the bed all day and just did my regular Sunday thing. Mm-hmm. I think that because when I'm in a relationship, like holidays like this don't really like move me. Like my birthday and my birthday and like maybe Christmas maybe, but my birthday is like that's what moves me. Gotcha. So these days he probably could get a little, you know. I'm not a sweetest day person either because I feel like that's like a Hallmark shits that they made up. Half the world don't even recognize it.
See, I'm a holiday girl. I like holidays. Even though I feel like it is definitely like a conspiracy to get us to spend our money. You know what I mean? Like I totally get that, but I like to spend the money. I think it's just nice to have something nice to look forward to, something nice to be happy about, because the world is tragic enough that if you can find a little bit of happiness with the Valentine's Day, with the St. Patrick's Day, with the Christmas, with, you know what I mean, whatever, like sweetest day, it's just nice to just do something.
Well, lately the friends that I've been dating, they like make almost like every day. Like I get like sweet, like I wake up to like sweet things and like good, like, you know, a plane ticket is expensive, so you know what I'm saying. Like
she be getting flued out.
Yeah, so like you know, so like I get like little sweet nothings like all the time. Mm-hmm. So and I'm sure it's the pursuit, but if I get with one of them, they better keep that shit up.
Right,
I do
keep
let
that
them
same
know.
Energy.
Yes, I let them know like don't start nothing you can't finish. But like this weekend just so happened to be like virtual date night with like one of my friends. So we had a virtual date night.
Y'all hear this? Does it not sound like she OG, like just like me?
What? It was. So we had like our little virtual date night and that was cute. And I woke up this morning, like I did know that I was not, I repeat, I was not texting near Negro. Happy Valentine's Day, because I do believe that Valentine's Day is for the man to like show. Because
see, it's Love Day. But yeah, okay, that's because you're from Ohio and because we do have Sweetest Day. But Valentine's Day is Love Day. It's not supposed to be for the woman. It's supposed to be for love. And I don't think that it has to be for a significant other for love. Like
I sent my girls, all of y'all.
Yeah.
I sent y'all Happy Valentine's Day.
Right.
I did not send one to no man.
Ever since I had like my daughter, I've had a standing Valentine every year. Right. You know what I'm saying? And now I have my son. So I have a standing another Valentine.
Right, because when we leave here, I am on my way to Walmart to buy my son a Marvel Legend that he wanted to spend his money on. He was salty at me today because I didn't take him but he don't know that that's his Valentine's Day gift.
Gotcha.
So yeah, for my son, I'm gonna go hard. I guess that's my story time.
Yeah.
I mean, no, he's gonna most definitely he's my Valentine's, and I know y'all know that I be like I can see his phone messages.
Yeah.
And I had to like say something because like these little girls like they mouth is like, man, I'm grown and I pay my own bills. No, just like flat the mouth like I know you, like you know. I feel like when I read it, I'm doing my head like this, shit like that.
But that they might not mean that. That's the only confusing thing about text messages is that
the tone
it could be different than what you read it.
I didn't know the tone, but I told him like, look, let me tell you something. Don't let nobody, I don't care who it is, talk to you crazy. You a man at the end of the day, and they gonna respect that.
Yeah.
Like, and if they can't, you don't need them. Cause I could just see that turning into my son, some woman like putting her foot down, and you know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
The only foot we got down is on soft ass hoes in 2021. That's the only. I got my foot on the neck of soft ass hoes. Okay.
All right. So let's see. That's your story time. Here's my story time. Okay. So my this is a work story time.
Okay.
And I hope we don't get flagged or whatever.
Don't nobody know who you work at because we don't talk about where we work at.
I'm just saying because of the topic. So here's the thing. I work in medical.
Yeah, we
field,
work.
Right.
We both work in the medical field.
For our 9 to 5s. And right now they are
making it mandatory.
Not making it mandatory.
I mean, they're suggesting.
Yeah, but they're like rolling out the vaccine for people and
COVID.
COVID vaccines for people in the medical field, especially because they have to handle patients and come in contact with people a lot of times.
Everyone in my office except for me has at least the first one. I do believe almost everybody has the second one. The second vaccination. I am the only one in my whole office, and we are 12 of us that has not gotten the vaccination. And the only way I think I'm getting off my neck is because I know that it's low. So I emailed the person asking them about it, and then it was well, they'll email us when it's available again. So I mean, I missed the boat. Oh well. Okay.
So one of my coworkers, was like, yes, I'm getting the vaccines. And I said, cool, I'm going to monitor you. I'm going to watch you.
See if you start becoming
see what's going on. I said, then maybe a year from then, if it's cool, then maybe. You know what I'm saying? So she got her first one, her first shot. Everything was cool. Everything was great. No problems. Back to work. Everything's good. So I think you have to wait 3 weeks before you get the second one. But then she got her second one recently. And same day, she was sick as a dog.
They say the second one, they send us emails.
Yeah.
And they said that your second one, this is the latest email that I got from my hospital. They said that basically the second shot is making people have COVID-like symptoms so that they allowing them to miss the day after. Say for instance, you get it on a Thursday. So that Friday you can miss because they're saying that you're having COVID-like symptoms. I've
been told that the second one gives you a little bit a little flu-like symptoms. Yeah. You might get some chills. You might
sick. Yeah. You don't feel like maybe that you maybe have COVID.
Right. Okay. So my boss, not even my boss. She's my coworker. She's a coworker. She was out because the same day she got that vaccine, she was feeling terrible. A couple hours later, terrible. Okay. So all weekend she was terrible. She came to work that Monday and left because she had a high fever. She had the chills. She was sick, you know what I mean? So she stayed home. Then Thursday, she lost her sense of smell and her sense of taste. So basically,
she got COVID. That's COVID.
So I was like, see what I'm saying? And she was the one that I was watching. Now, guys, I've already had COVID. So I don't want it again.
She knows what it is, and I take her word for it.
Yeah, okay. I don't want it again. And I honestly feel like I had it mild compared to some people. You know what I'm saying? I had it extreme compared to some people. Right. But I count my blessings. I'm still here. So I count my blessings. I'm bald head, but I count my blessings. So I don't want to get it again. But I'm not about to be an experimental person taking some experimental drug that they don't really know a lot about. So I say this to say that if they do try to make it mandatory, I'm going to bow out gracefully because I don't think so.
I'll be out, like, because that one of my doctors, my favorite doctor, is an African-American doctor that I work for. And she is very big on getting the vaccination. And when she found out I wasn't, she tried to, like, shame me. Like, she's like, at this point, it's just ignorance. And I was like, maybe. But I said, I just feel like that I would be the one, like the nurse that had the Bell palsy, or be the one to get sick. And I haven't had COVID. Throughout this whole ordeal, I've been able to stay safe. And you've had it, and I was around you. My coworker that I work closely with had it, and I got tested both times. I was not sick, and I feel like that maybe my body on its own has built up its own antibody or immune, and I don't want to go sticking nothing foreign in it and messing up what my body already made for me. So I will take my chances. I just know that I have to wash my hands more often than other people. Maybe wear my mask after people, that. But I refuse to have people like shame me into like, oh, you stupid, because there is still not enough research to me for me to put myself in my life. Because if that happens and I'm like your coworker and get sick, first of all, I was out for almost a week and a half for just being exposed, and they made me go get, because I had a sinus infection. And so if I get sick, I didn't get paid for that. Like when my check came, I was just SOL, okay? They don't pay you for that. So because of that, if I go get this, they're only saying we only allowed to be off the day after. What if I'm sick? I don't get COVID pay. So like I'm good. I will have to pray and ask God to cover me and protect me, because I feel like it ain't enough safeguards if that do make me sick to, you know what I'm saying? I have to like say, God, please look over me and my child. Period.
I feel you. All right, well, enough of that.
Yeah.
Girl, I hear them streets.
Girl, they loud. And Miss Mocha, she ain't deaf. She can hear them, okay? And let me tell you about these. Y'all should listen to me, because y'all know I am not. You
are the one.
No, I was about to say I'm not the one to knock the gossip, okay?
Yes, y'all.
Okay,
listen,
so
if y'all talking about somebody that does gossip,
okay, y'all,
but it's definitely the gossip.
Okay, but not in a bad way. I don't know if you can not gossip in a bad way, but anyway, this is my only guilty sin, okay? So guys, I know you guys know that somehow us as an entity has been kind of obsessed with this Dr. Dre and Nicole divorce, okay? Because Nicole is giving me such Shawnee vibes. Shawnee O'Neal, yes.
Vashandria.
Yeah,
Vashandria.
Yeah.
Say her name right.
Vashandria O'Neal. Okay, so pretty much what's going on now is, okay, so y'all know that he had this aneurysm, and then after the aneurysm, he back at it, and he tried
Is he back to like,
yes.
Like, are we seeing pictures of him out moving?
I just saw a video.
Was
We're
that
going to get to that. Yes, that was
okay.
recent. Okay, so anyway, so basically, she remember I told y'all that she did like this forensic audit on their affairs, like on his money, and this forensic affair had brought up this forensic audit had found it was money misallocated. That's when she found out that he had all these paternity tests done, and then the mistress. So then she found out about these mistresses, and then she did and went investigated on their ass. And this last thing brought up that one of the mistresses had purchased a home that was way outside of their price range, their what do you call it? Their home, their bracket, like their price bracket, like they couldn't, like their monies don't add up. So she wanted to subpoena this mistress to ask her, how did you buy this home, And right after this story came up, a video of Dr. Dre with this supposedly mystery woman, because they both had on these masks, right?
Okay.
Girl, we know April, because April didn't show her fucking body on and on social media so many times. She got this tattoo over her stomach that kind of looks like I don't know, but it's right over her navel. And so just so happened this mystery woman had on this like a lace crop top with this pretty long hair like April, and also had a tattoo. And the April we're talking about is April Jones, Marion's baby mother. Mm-hmm. And Lil Fizz mistress, okay? Mm-hmm. So basically it all came out that the person that the wife was maybe talking about was April Jones. And the video, I've seen the video, that's her, period, and that's him. And this is like this man that came off, there was so many memes about this. First they talk about how he came from his deathbed and got with the widow or death or something. And then they talk about how she basically came up, and I ain't gonna lie, I want to give her a round of applause. If you gonna be a hoe with to get big money. Shit, like stop playing with these little fizzos and get that big money. If that's what she gonna do, like she was like naming all these rappers before, but none of them was as big as Dr. Dre. And I say go for it. She not married, and obviously she not with Fizz, because I watched the beginning part of Love and Hip Hop reunion, and it looked like she's stating that she's not with Fizz when she get there. So maybe I'm not mad at her. She not tied down to anybody, and he's divorcing. So
so how do I feel about Dr. Dre and April? I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. They can do.
I want to know how they got together though. Like, did she slide in his DMs or like?
Probably so.
You think? She got the balls though. I wish she did.
I don't think that April would be on Dr. Dre's radar. That's what I'm saying. So I definitely feel like she probably slid in his DM. But she's young. She's pretty. You know,
but damn, I'm with sis though. You gonna go for it, shit. Like that's a big jump.
That's a big come up.
Yeah,
because she took an L
with Fizz,
going from Omarion to Fizz.
Yeah, she did.
And now she got, if that's true, she got Dr. Dre.
And if he did buy her that $1 million house, like, go for it, sis. And I say,
but then also be willing to take the L that he allegedly whoops ass. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That is so true. Cause like that,
and that's the thing. I don't want April to years from now get on the gravy train of he hit me and he like, okay, well you chased his violent ass.
Yeah, but we don't know.
But we know that there is rumors of Dr. Dre being a violent person, right?
No. I'm saying we don't know that she.
Two women have come out and said it.
No, we know
Plus
that
his ex-wife is now saying it. So 3 women have now.
Is the ex-wife saying that he physically abused her?
Yeah, she did. She said, but she said it happened years ago. But still, she's saying it now that he was abusive. But okay. So April, knowing that he has a history of being abusive, if you get with him now,
so you
can't be like shocked. If he knocked you upside your head.
Okay, so if you knew that your husband had a history of abusing women, but never was like that with you, would you get with him still, or would you give him a chance, or no?
No, not beating women. No.
You wouldn't even take the chance.
No.
You'd be like, no, bro.
Because sometimes they beat you to death. Like, it ain't worth that. Like,
or do you know, like...
And then I hear it's hard to leave. Like, once you're in those situations, like they say, that it's hard. Like, some men, not all of them, some you can leave. They beat you, I'm out, bad, gone. You know what I'm saying? But other ones, like, no, you leave me, I'm killing you. Like, you know what I mean? Some
but I also am a believer on, like, men...
Changing?
No. But, like, I've known... personally of men's before men before that are like abusive and with like a certain like several women, but got with one woman and never put his hands on.
Well, that's not just that. People change. People can grow and heal. I'm not saying they can't, but am I willing to take the risk of getting my ass beat by a man?
No.
I'm not. I mean, there's some stuff like cheating. Some men cheat.
Serial cheaters.
They cheat for a long time, and then all of a sudden they get with one person and they're not cheating, and everybody's like, he cheating on you, and it's like, how do you know?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And well, I don't know. I know he used to cheat, but that don't mean he cheats now. You know what I'm saying? Right. So people can't change. I'm not saying that you know, that
you wouldn't be the one to take the chance. Though.
Not on abuse.
Okay.
Not on abuse.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
I don't know either.
But I'm saying, like, if you have this history of this but I mean, people would do that anyway. It could be a known abuser. You know, like, not alleged. Like, we've seen, you know, women, like the football player we talked about. No.
Chad Wheeler.
Right, okay. We know he done beat this lady's butt.
Right.
I'm sure someone is still willing to be his woman after he done beat the crap out of this girl.
I'm sure she's going to be Caucasian. I'm sure if any black woman get with him after she hears
there's some that would.
And then...
For the bag.
I actually, like heard the girls... She did an interview. And she said that she woke up and he was sitting there about to eat his dinner or eating his dinner. And he said, oh, you alive? You're still alive? She said at that point she went in the bathroom and called his father. His father called and he was so calm and was like, oh, nothing's going on. I'm sitting here just eating my dinner. Like, this dude is wacko. But my question is, was that the first time?
Right.
And two.
And that's the thing, like I said, once you in it, sometimes it's hard to get out. And a lot of times, like, especially with, because I don't want to say it's a money thing, because it's plenty of broke women with broke men.
They get their
butt beat and they still stick around.
True.
So it's not like a money thing, but I know like it's a psychological thing, Stockholm syndrome, all kind of stuff that go with it, where once you're in it, it's hard to get out. There are a lot of times, the money. It's hard to let go of that lifestyle, that money, because let me tell you, it's easier to get cheated on by a rich dude than it is by a broke dude.
Been there, done that, got a t-shirt. Okay.
Right. If you're going to be cheated on.
At least you want to be comfortable, looking good, cry in the car he bought you.
Right.
You know,
so
all that shit.
I'm sure the same goes for abuse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
the whole Tina Turner thing. Like, he would, like, abuse her and then bring her gifts.
Yeah.
So
versus other dudes, they know how to
abuse you and then make you go out and get them a beer. Okay? Yeah. So. Okay.
So, yeah, I don't really care about April doing that. I feel like this might be a point for her because she finally
came up.
Yeah, versus because the going with Fizz thing was a big L on her part.
I
do feel like it's not.
Well, I feel like it was an L because I felt like at first that she was picking Fizz because he was like like you could pick somebody, like go from somebody that got money to pick someone that is genuinely there for you and you love them, but obviously it wasn't. She was a user, just like
but I didn't like that because number one, that was your children's
father's friend.
They uncle.
So she fucked up that
that was just messed up. That and his bag.
Yes.
Because Amarion was like, absolutely not. We're gonna do this no more. Okay, cool. No more. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
yes,
cool.
you did.
And then Fizz, he was willing to risk it all for you. Like, that ain't really my friend. It was business. Like, bruh, you are messing up your bag.
Yes, but see, that's because he was true about it. So.
And I feel like he was always envious of Amarion. And he felt like he won that, but he took an L too.
He did.
So
a big L.
Yeah, I think that for April, it's a come up. For Dr. Dre, I don't really think it's a come up, but I don't care. Like, if April is using him and running him dry, Like, I don't care. I don't lose sleep over that situation
at all.
So yeah.
So okay, so since we're speaking on like love and hip hops and all that, so the new episode of Basketball Wives came out, and it's not like it's Basketball Wives like LA or whatever, because I think all of them are just on this one show.
Well, no, it's
LA.
It's LA. I mean, but it's just Basketball Wives. Yeah.
Okay, so basically on this season,
because Miami got canceled.
Period.
And then the Miami ladies came to LA.
Yeah.
That's how that happened. Yeah. So now it's like, it's still Basketball Wives. But yeah, it's kind of like the Miami ladies came and took over LA show.
Pretty much.
Because they had Miami and then there was LA. LA was booming. Miami got canceled. And
then they
needed checks, so they came they butt on to LA.
Right. So on this season, she has brought in some new blood.
Yeah.
And this season, she has like I feel like this is the what's making everybody watch it is that she has Lamar Odom's ex-wife his baby mother.
I think it's a good look. I think that was a smart move on Shawnee.
Yeah, her name is Liza Morales.
Yeah, because it's some new blood. It's somebody that was actually
a real basketball wife.
Right.
Because
I'm sick of these non-wives. Yeah. Even though it's an ex-wife, I'm still happy that it's actually somebody that was connected.
Yes, and that actually lived, and there was a friend of hers that when she was like actually
is that one of your Valentine's calling you?
No, it's my BFF.
Oh,
okay. So pretty much was what they basically did is brought her on, and she has her own story. Like, I want to hear for real, like, why Lamar didn't have his kids when he was with fucking Chloe. And I believe is what we thought is that she's like one of the motherfuckers that once you with her, your other before you is out of there.
Or she just is one of those that don't care. Like, he could just be one of those that's trifling and then get him, and she's one that's not like, oh, well. Like, she, you know what I mean? Because sometimes it's not that a person is keeping you from seeing your kids. It's they're not motivating you to. Like, if he's like, well, I get him.
Well, I feel like the whole Kardashian thing is just like...
if she wasn't like, well, bring the kids. We can have them come over.
Because, like, well, if she wasn't... Okay, maybe I would think that. But she would a whole nother person, and it's the same thing.
Yeah.
She acting like, and then it make me sick to my stomach, the fact that she like, yeah, well, I'm ready to have another kid. Bitch, like, let him take care of the fucking kid. 2 kids that he got because he only claiming one. He got this other lady that is swearing up and down that this is his kid. Mm-hmm. I mean, she is like trying to take him to court to get paternity over and over. And then the only reason was stopping her. She wants to use an independent test. He test her. He's trying to make her use the testing like that Kardashians use or something.
She ain't the summons.
So like I feel like he got 2 kids that he's not taking care of, and then you over here like, oh yeah, I feel like True is like, no, she got 2 brothers. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's just like sickening to me. So
see, I don't know nothing about their business because I can't take them women. So
so basically. Liza is on there, and on the very first episode, she brings up the situation between her and Lamar. She's actually happy that I feel like the Kardashians probably put some kind of gag order on her, like they tried to do Black China. They losing like the whole because Black China just won something against them that basically said that they used she's suing them for defamation because they were putting all these stories out about her when she was pregnant with Rob, about her being on drugs and all this. And actually now that it's like she's winning and everybody's trying to be all quiet, but I'm the one to say I told y'all that they was doing that to that woman.
Well, they was dirty her from the beginning. We talked about this back in Chick Chat days.
Yes.
How they did her dirty. Like, they were cool with her. And then
took her baby father and then tried to shit on her. I still feel like in the end, China, you won, okay? You won. You got your baby. And even though you still, she's a Kardashian. Okay? Whatever that is. But anyway, so she did speak on that. And then this same week, Lamar did a Wendy Williams interview, and on there he brought up the fact that his ex Sabrina. He said
was that the one he was engaged to?
Yeah,
okay,
the one that's from Cleveland who had he
just broke up with not long ago.
Right? No, he's actually been broke up with her, but she's actually been making it prolonged. Okay, she basically took him. Like, we all knew that she went to jail for abuse to her first husband, and she basically it's allegedly that her and Lamar.
For me, it's so weird when people go public with all of this stuff.
It's hard
though. I'm saying her, but like when they were like together, it was all love. Oh, like when Lamar first got with her, like wasn't it? Oh, we in love. This is so great. So it
was her though. He never was the one that was out there public until they got engaged. Yeah. He posted her.
Yeah.
But it was her. Mm-hmm. So to me, she was a clout chaser because it's so ironic that this Friday, Behind Every Man came out and it was her and Lamar. Like they did with Melanie Hope. You know that show? It's called Behind Every Man, and basically it's the women. Mm-hmm. And basically she was on there, and I didn't watch it yet. But and another thing that came out in this Wendy show was that Sabrina supposedly had sex with Tristan.
But that was messy, Lamar. I was here for it though.
But only because she's out trying to say he's still on drugs.
I know. I'm not mad.
And I feel bad for him because he's saying like this is a person that he gave a chance to, knowing that she had this background.
Right.
She took over his social media and would not give it back.
Isn't that what we just talked about when we say they got a background of all of this, and you take that chance anyway? You know what I mean?
True.
Because
I feel like giving people benefits of the doubt.
When you're a celebrity, like sometimes you can't risk that. You just can't,
right?
Because like our lives, you know what I'm saying, are complicated enough. We have stuff that going on in our lives that is like really complicated. Imagine if we were like
stars.
Yeah, to where they all in our business. We can't take a dump without them, knowing about it. Like, you know what I mean? So you kind of be like choosy and be like, yeah, I'm sorry. People get upset that celebrities mess with celebrities or people in the industry, but they have to because then you have something to lose versus somebody that don't.
Right. That's and so those are the people that you're around because like I had like a spurt that I dated like a lot of not a lot. I should not use the word a lot. I've dated a few football players. But that's the circle that I was in, that they were around. Those were the men that I was around. So it wasn't like, and I remember like when me and my ex-fiance was like going through it, and one of my friends at work was like, you should just give a regular person a chance. And, because like I had like went through like, I had first started dating football player, then another football player, then I got serious with a football player.
You should have told your friend, it's easier to get cheated on by somebody rich than somebody broke.
Right, okay, and I was going to say that. And I was going to bring that up to say that I dated this dude that I totally knew. Like, I mean, they was like, people at work would sweat me to get with him because he was like bringing me flowers to work, lunch, and all that.
That's how they get you.
So I was like, even though, because like I knew this dude from high school, and he used to run with one of my cousins. My cousin was wild. Like, my cousins was wild. My male cousins was wild. And he used to hang with him. And I was like, this dude like begged me to go to prom with him, but of course I was in high school dating athletes, and so I was looking like Lil Thug, like leave me alone,
not Lil Thug,
right? So let's fast forward to I'm an adult, and I was like, this is before me and my ex-fiance had got engaged, and so he had like fucked up dearly. Like, what happened was I was at his house, and some bride had came. Okay.
Ooh, we getting tea, y'all. We getting tea.
This woman had showed up to his house, and his dumb ass opened the door. And I was upstairs. And so I really couldn't hear nothing, but I could hear, like, heels on his hardwood floor downstairs. I know what that sounded like because I wore heels on the hardwood floor. So I'm thinking, like, what is that? So I go to the top of the steps. He can't see me, but I can hear them. And then I hear him say, you asked to go to the bathroom. I let you go to the bathroom. I told you my girl was here. Leave. And then she was like, I want to see her. I want to know. So, boo, you want to see me? But before I got downstairs, I remember I had my heels and they was in. I took and put them like where I could reach them just in case. Oh, girl, can't get wild.
Yeah.
So I come to the bottom of the steps and she's there. Like, she's standing there and like she's about as tall as him. And mind you, he was a linebacker. So I look at him and I look at her and I'm like, and then so I see that her purse is like on the floor, like by her, and she was about to like, I guess, come towards me, and he like took her up, like, and had her like in the Alibaba, like, and like, wrestled her to the front porch and came back and took her purse and threw it on the front porch and slammed it, and he gets the door and he looking at me like, and I said, what are you doing, girl? My face was just like, and I said, what are you doing? I said his name like, what are you doing? And then he was like, girl, and I just turned around and I just walked up the steps, like to go back, because I was actually upstairs because he was about to have like a away game and I was getting his shit together, like to pack. That's like what I used to do. I was that girlfriend. So I went upstairs to go upstairs to go finish doing what I was doing, but really I was going to call my girl Erica. That's to tell her like, bitch, guess what happened?
Yeah.
And so, girl, he followed me upstairs, so I think he thought I was about to go wild out on his shit. But then, girl, he comes upstairs in the room, and I go back in the closet, start getting, his shit together or something. So he go in there. We had went skiing the day before, and he went, and our lift tickets was on the dresser, and he went to pick up our lift tickets and bought them up or whatever, and then went back downstairs to his little man cave. Girl, as soon as I heard him go hit the bottom step, I called my girl like, Erica. I couldn't believe it. I was like, bitch, guess what just happened? She's like, what? I'm telling her what happened, and I hear this bitch on that porch.
Still? So
I go look out the window, and I see her on the porch, and I look out, and I called downstairs. I said, she's still on the porch. I said, she's still on the porch. So he comes up, and he was like, look, please leave. Like, leave. I'm going to call the police. Mm-hmm. Like, so finally, I guess she finally leave. So I go up and I finished doing what I was doing a little bit. And then so I went and I said, hey, I'm ready to go. Usually I drive myself, but he drove me there that day. Mm-hmm. And so he's girl, on the way home, I was silent. Girl, he was so scared. And as soon as I got to my motherfucking house, I said, fuck you, motherfucker. Don't you call me again. I let that out, girl. I cussed him out so bad. And I was like, don't you call me no more, blah, blah, blah. So that was like that. I mean, I was so angry at him. Girl, he would just like leave gifts at my door. I would like come from going out and then like my mailbox, because I live in a locked building, girl. It would be like notes stuffed in my mailbox and shit. Girl, I was weak, but like I was like, so I was at that point, like, you know.
Yeah.
And so I started dating this clown. And when I say
that was a dude from work that they was telling you to date, that was
but he didn't work with me. But you know, the girls at work tell me to date him. Yeah. Girl, if I tell you, now mind you, this dude, I told you, like my sister called him Crash Car Dummy. Shout out to Crash Car Dummy. But anyway, girl, he had me in so much mess. Like the girl around the corner, some gut bucket that he was messing with was calling me around this time. I had got my surgery and I had my brain surgery. She called to the hospital, was about to make my sisters whoop her ass. Like, I know you ain't calling my sister about no nigga, and she in the hospital just had surgery.
Right.
So it was like that.
She called the actual hospital?
She called the actual hospital. Okay? So you know my sisters is like pit bulls on chains.
Yes.
So I was like, they was like, and you know, I'm like, you know, what? You know, getting all hyped. They like, no, calm down. You know what I'm saying? So it was like drama about that. It was just drama after drama after drama. Like I had to have like a restraining order on him. He jumped out on me one time when I had to, like I was taking out the garbage.
He was in the bushes?
Yes. I beat him with the club because he tried to cheat on me with some bride and wouldn't come out his house. Girl, his mother called me in the middle of like in the morning, and I remember I was going to work on the way to work this morning. I didn't even know he was cheating. She was like, is so-and-so there? And I was like, no, ma'am. She was like, he got my car. Asked me to go to his apartment complex and see if I see her car. Mm-hmm. So she put me in it. So I see her car. And so I go to the door to knock on the door. And when I go knock on the door, I hear some girl like, so-and-so, somebody at your door. I said, oh, it ain't just somebody. It's so, girl, they get quiet up in there. And I wind up going to the car like I left. But, girl, I sat in the car.
Did you call off work?
Girl, I did. You already know. It was like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. So I sat in my car. So I was like, he living in a big complex. He gonna think I'm gone. Yeah. So I sat. And so finally his dumb ass walked out by himself, gonna see if the coast clear for a girl. So I was like, hey. You know, when he came out, I said, oh, why your friend ain't coming out? He's like, ain't nobody in there. I was like, oh, well, let's go back in. He was like, no. So I was like, okay. So then he was like, okay, something. So then I was like, I'm going to just tell you this. Please, by the time I get in my trunk, be gone. And his dumb ass wasn't gone. So I beat him with the fucking club, girl. The club in your car. Remember those old clubs, girl? Boom, boom. Girl, this is
y'all hear how crazy Mocha is?
That's why you should not date people that bring crazy out of you. And at that point, I said, this is not the person for me because I'm the abuser. Mm-hmm. I'm smack girl at a restaurant. We came out the restaurant. I smacked him before. I was abusive. I was, and I admit it, and that's why I'm not with him in the story. Like, nah.
Okay. Well, you just gave me a title for our show, so I'm good. But
okay. So
let's move on. So, guys, let's talk about Trump.
Oh, yes.
We thought we was out of the woods.
Yes, we thought that he was out of there, but he got acquitted for the second time for his impeachment. And what this means for the American people is in 4 years, he can run again. And I believe that...
He will.
Yes, he will, y'all. And he could win. Yes, he could. So...
I mean, if we keep control of...
We can't keep control, they cheaters. And they
I mean, I'm just saying, you know how right now, like... stuff is blue, and if we keep that, then maybe. But
it ain't. Is he gonna be?
He got supporters. He got ride or die, and they gonna be waiting for him to run again.
Yes, they will. He can win again. I believe that it's a bunch. You see what they did at the Capitol,
right?
So I feel like that he can win again, and if he wins again, they know for a fact. Now they just was testing the waters the first time to see if they could do what they want to do.
Yeah,
they know for a fact that they can do it, and ain't nobody gonna stop them. Ain't nobody gonna stop them,
right?
Okay, and what's so crazy is I saw this thing on Instagram where this person said, Zelle me $10 and I will superimpose your boss's picture on the Capitol, White House Capitol search. And I was like, I'm glad I like my supervisor. Unless I had to pay them $10 to do that shit. Had the police come to their shit like, we seeing you. But see, that's exactly what I'm talking about when I said about them driver's license and your face. I'm telling you, they could do that, and your ass might FBI come kicking your door in, talking about you was in D.C. knowing you wasn't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I be afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's so crazy.
Let's do our "Is her serious?" moment right now.
Oh wow. Okay. So
is her serious?
TT, is her serious?
Girl, I saw a video.
It went
viral of a caregiver doing her job. I've done this before. I've been a caregiver before too in this field. Taking care of a client,
that is elderly.
It seemed like she was washing dishes, and the client was like behind her. It's a black caregiver. The client is clearly
She's
white lady,
African,
older white lady, and the white lady spit at her.
Not spit at her, spit on her.
Spit on her,
and she hit her.
And then she did it again. She spit on her two times.
She hit her too.
And then the caregiver, like you could tell she a little mad, swallow it, and go back to what she doing. And she go mad.
So let's talk about why she recorded it. So I give 2 reasons why she recorded. One reason, I believe she recorded it because she wanted to record her spitting on her, so the next time they come in there and that little lady knock the fuck out, she can play this recording and say, this bitch been spitting on me. The second reason why I think that maybe she was recording it was to show her family or something what she was doing.
Okay, so my thing is,
get a job.
Yeah.
You don't have to degrade yourself as a person.
Right. I want to say this. It takes a very special person to be able to be a caregiver. Like I said, I did it one time. And it was good money, y'all. It was really good money. It was really easy work. The lady that I took care of was a sweet Jewish lady. She was really nice. She was real personable. And I was like writing my book while I was there. I really didn't do much. It was, she needed somebody there. So it was really easy work. She passed away while I was there. I didn't even work a year. It's probably like 9 months. And then she passed away. And that hurt my feelings because she became like a grandma type of thing. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I can't do this because I'll get attached to people.
True that.
And that's like, it hurt my feelings. But however, if she had ever spit on me or hit me, put her hands on me, it'd be a whole other reason why I wouldn't like that field. So, it takes a special person to be able to do that, number one, because eventually, usually when it's the elderly, they're going to go and you have to be able, to go on to the next one type of thing. But this lady, it seemed in the video as if she had dementia or Alzheimer's and stuff like that. And when those type of things happen, they're not in their right mind when those things happen. My great-grandmother suffered of Alzheimer's, and she had moments where she blacked out and did kind of stuff. I remember a situation where my great-grandfather, he took care of her until she died. Like, didn't put her in a nursing home, didn't send her to family. She was at the house, and he took care of her. And she had Alzheimer's, and one day they were talking about, my dad was visiting, and they were talking about something, and she got mad at him. Like, what you say? And stood up and tried to fight. Like, violently fights my great grandfather, and my dad was holding her back, like, calm down, now, dear, calm down, because she was like ready to go, risk it all to kill her husband, type of thing, and she just wasn't in the right mind at that moment. So I'm saying, like, that kind of stuff totally happens. You have to be able to love somebody to be able to get through those moments where stuff like that happens. And for me, as a caregiver, I couldn't love you to let you spit on me.
No,
and do like I just and the thing is, it seemed like, we always think race related because that's what they do. They degrade racist people, degrade black people. That's just what they do. That's the history of it all. So the spit on, like, cause spit is the worst form of disrespect you could ever do to somebody. And she spit in her face twice. So for me, like, that just couldn't happen.
I would have knocked that old lady the fuck out. Period. I keep on telling y'all, I will beat somebody's grandma the fuck up about spitting. I do not like spit. It's the worst, the grossest thing ever. And I feel like that when you got Alzheimer's like that and you do things like that, sometimes I feel like that's something that lady probably was suppressing or something. Mm-hmm. She probably was racist. I don't know. Like, she could not have spit on me. She would have been picking her teeth up and not out of the jar. I mean, out of her mouth to the ground.
I feel you. I feel you. No. Okay, so listen. I saw another video come out.
The one that I sent you.
And it was showing another moment with the caregiver and the lady. And that really made me feel like the lady had Alzheimer's or, whatever.
Because they was drinking wine and dancing.
They had wine glasses. That don't mean they was drinking wine. Or it could have been apple cider for the old lady. Like, you know what I mean?
If the wine bottle was sitting right in front of her, she was pouring out of it. It still
could have been like cider. Because I give my daughter cider. Because I don't know if you should give somebody with dementia or whatever.
Right, so good I'm saying. It was wine. She was drinking it too. We saw the bottle. Look back at the video. They was having a party.
Yeah, because they were dancing.
Yes,
and
the old lady
that's what I'm saying. It showed that she probably does care about this old lady. And like I said, it takes a special person to be a caregiver. Because that happens a lot. More than... It doesn't. It does happen. A lot of these caregivers do get, like, attacked violently, cursed out, treated crazy.
I can take verbal assault, but don't you spit on me and don't you put your hands on me.
It depends, because sometimes they can say some of the...
I'll cuss their ass back, you old wrinkle ass.
But you can't do that.
Yes, you can. If they verbally assaulting you, like, you black bitch, I'm like, you white bitch. Right back at you.
That's why you can't be no caregiver.
Oh, yeah. That's how I believe it.
You can't
I got a good friend. My friend, she used to work at a nursing home. And they did not tell her that this one lady was prejudiced. And I think I told you this before. And she went over and said something to her like, hi, Mary Lee. And she smacked my friend in her face. And my friend smacked her back. See, that's what I'm saying. She's still a caregiver, though. She smacked her back.
Did she get fired?
No. She smacked the shit out of her. You can't do that. She said she smacked the shit out of her. And she, off of guard, she smacked the shit out of her back. And I think that I could be a caregiver as long as if you hit me, I can hit your ass. Yeah, no,
back. You can't do that. I know that you can't do that.
Well, I'm sorry.
I've done it. You cannot hit them. I would leave, though. I would leave your ass right there by yourself. I would call the agency or whoever I work for, the family, whatever, like, hey, so I'm about to go. Because this just happened. Somebody need to get over here because I'm about to go. I'm out. Let's talk about this one other thing that happened.
Okay, so I wanted to bring up, because we talked about this when it first happened, and about Kobe Bryant and his death, and about how they were saying when he first died that he pressured the pilot to fly on this day, and the weather wasn't deemed to be good, but Kobe pressured the pilot to fly, and the investigation came back that Kobe did not pressure the pilot to fly that day. That it was not, he did not, insist.
Of course they don't know. Like, that's
but they were trying to say that, and that was
but they did that same thing with Aaliyah. When Aaliyah passed away,
they were saying
said
that
Aaliyah
she
was rushing and she wanted to leave.
Put out her luggage on there. Yeah.
It's crazy how when you hear about tragic stuff that happens
they try to
black people, we gotta hear, they had drugs in their system, or they did this, they did that.
You know what? I never even thought about it from that angle.
They always try to find
it is always our fault. We do something about it.
Like, that is a tragic accident.
Right.
Like, it was, honestly, I wouldn't say it was anybody's fault.
Right.
It was an accident.
That's
was
the same thing they did to that little, because Little Women of Atlanta is back out. Miss Minnie. And they tried to do the same thing about, because, you know, she was in a car accident. And they was trying to say that it was her fault, a reason why the accident happened, or even Shorty Low, or you just think about it, anybody Caucasian, that black that died, but if a white person died, they could have a damn needle in their arm, and it's still the drug dealer fault who sold it to them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So,
or they had an overdose, and it's like, you know, such a sad thing. Like, you know, if a white person, like Amy Winehouse, she died of an overdose, right? It was sad. It was like, we found out it was an overdose, but that was it. We was like, we could still respect her music. She was still amazing, talented woman. Right. She was this, she was that. Whitney Houston died of overdose. We got to hit her, you know, she was a crackhead. She did this. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's so... It's infuriating.
It really is.
That they do that. That's why whenever I hear that shit, I don't listen to it. Because you're not going to sit and tarnish our legends. Like, I'm not going to let that happen. Rest in peace, Kobe and Gigi. It was an accident. And all the other ones that was in that accident, it was a tragic accident.
Yes.
Period. Let the families grieve.
Let them, please.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, Kobe made them. Like, shut up. That's stupid. That's irritating. Really something else that's irritating. Gorilla Glue Girl.
Yeah. Okay, so
it's her serious.
It's her serious, sis. TT, it's her serious. Okay, so it was this woman from Louisiana who came on social media. She said for help because she said that she was out of got to be glue spray. Hairspray, and so
she said normally after she do her ponytail, she lay out her edges down and get together. She ends it with spraying got to bleed spray on it so it can hold. Right.
So she happened to be out of it.
Right. But she had some.
But like she had the genius idea to use
because she had Gorilla Glue adhesive spray.
Yeah, and this Gorilla Glue adhesive spray is spray that hold fucking concrete. Like this is like some shit that's like
industrial.
Yes.
Furniture, metal,
heavy
wood.
duty on it. It wasn't even like the regular strength.
It said furniture, metal, wood, like
yes, like she sprayed that on to hold her hair down. And she stated on this video that her hair had been in that style for a month. And when I say her shit was laid, it would like you. If you didn't know, you would be like, "Damn, she laid her shit." Now the hair was out of place.
Stiff wear.
Okay. So, and she was like, I done had this ponytail for a month, and she said that it wasn't on purpose. And she told the story. And she actually said that she washed her hair 15 times. Okay. And her shit still ain't moved. And to let us see how serious she was, she took shampoo and she rubbed it on it, and it didn't move. And she actually had to wipe the shampoo out because her scalp, nothing moved. And so everybody like was giving her all these remedies. Like I saw that she said that she had put coconut oil on it and left it in there overnight. She slathered her hair with so much stuff to try to get this Gorilla Glue. It did not budge. At this point, she was like hopeless.
She went to the hospital.
Oh wait, no. First, a dermatologist got on there, a white one, and told her that she could use this stuff called Gooby Gone. But he was worried about it irritating her scalp, and he was saying that if she was to use it, that she needed to go to a professional. Mm-hmm. So she went to a professional, and the girl was only able to put it in enough in the back of her hair to loosen up the ponytail, and for her to get the fake ponytail off, and for her to actually cut her real hair and cut the ponytail so the Goo Gone loosened up just enough. Probably at the part in the back where she said that she didn't have a lot of spray on because she couldn't see that part. Yeah. So it was not a lot of the product back there. The shit out of it.
Damn.
Yes. So it was the Goo. You seen her with the Goo Gone on the back, and basically they took and Goo Gone it and cut the ponytail off. Well, that Goo Gone irritated her scalp so much she had to go to emergency. And when she went to emergency, they said that they couldn't get it out, but it would take over 29 hours of her, and then they didn't know what was going to happen to her actual hair when they actually got it out.
So what they were using too, which was interesting, was they were using stale water and they were using
acetone,
fingernail polish remover.
Yes, which they were saying that it was going to burn.
Because she was doing it at the hospital and it was burning so bad. And she said she wanted to just go home and do it because that way she could at least lay down and be comfortable at home. But so she was doing it at home, and it was just painful and it still wasn't working. Yeah,
and then a dermatologist from LA.
So wait, young ladies started a GoFundMe to raise money for medical bills to try to get this handled. Right. Okay, so people was putting money in the GoFundMe account. The last time I actually saw it, it was like, I think it was like 18,000.
18.
Yeah, but so I know it exceeded that. Like,
right, but she didn't really have to pay for it, so that's why she's saying that because of a plastic surgeon.
So someone reached out to her
in California said he could do it. Well, actually, he didn't. He said that he was somebody at his office was like, "Can you get glue adhesive out of hair?" He was like, "Yeah, I could do it," you know. Mm-hmm. He was like, he just walked away with it. He said, but then he actually looked and seen it, and he reached out to her and said like he could do it, and he basically flew her. So that's part of the money that she spent.
I think she used some of her
money.
Money and flew out because she had to stay there. She had to,
so that's where some of the money went to go fly out to where he was out in California, and it took them. How long did it take them? 3 hours, I think, maybe. I don't know. But they showed him like when they was doing it, they put her to sleep, and they actually
because he's also a chemist. So he created a
compound. He actually went to the people wherever the solution. He called
Gorilla Glue.
Yes,
and they reached back out, and he was asking what the
polyurethane
was in there. Yes, and then he came up with an equation.
Yes,
black genius.
Yes, that's what I like. The part
he might be African, but he's brown skinned. Yes. Okay, brown skinned boy, honey.
He's black.
Yes, he's black man, and
came up with a solution that basically the chemicals to remove it and to
break it down. Yes, and they was using the sterile water and they was getting it out. And she had light anesthetic during the whole time.
Yes.
And I think the reason they wanted her to not be totally out was to know what hurt, because he was asking. I saw a clip where he was asking let me know if it hurts because we can give you something else. Does it hurt? Whatever. And they got all the glue out and saved her hair.
Yes, but I want to know, because she sprayed it on there, did she kill the hair follicles and will it grow? That might be dead hair.
Yeah. I was wondering too, what's going to be the lasting effect? So people are giving, the young lady mixed reviews. Some people are like, hey, congratulations. You know what I mean? We happy that you got it out. Others are like, all that money, sis, what you going to do now? The thing that I find funny is during this process, before she even got the actual glue out of her hair, her Instagram got verified. She ended up getting a booking management. She ended up getting endorsements, and I was like, okay, I wanted to, because I first saw it on TikTok. Yeah, I'm addicted to TikTok. I be watching TikToks, and I just start swiping. And I be addicted.
Right.
And honestly, there's this little thing on TikTok called For Your Page or something, where you just click and it's just something they suggest to you. And it was shortly after this girl uploaded it got on my page. Shortly after. So I saw it. I followed her. I clicked the notifications because I'm nosy. I want to know what she gonna do. Oh my God. I was all into it. So I have been watching her. Then I found out where she was at on Instagram. It got irritating because on her story, everybody that started following her, we was just wanting updates. She was giving us specs. Not for real. Once she got connected with the people and the doctors and all that kind of stuff, she ain't really give us updates. And I think that's because she had booking management and they probably booked some type of deal because TMZ started reporting everything. Yes. So she's probably getting paid from TMZ to give them the content versus her put it out herself, because something happened where we couldn't get from her no more. And I had did late night chit chat with Sean G. I was like, how come I don't see nothing? Why you ain't posting? I was irritated because, girl, you got us out in the store and you ain't telling us shit.
Right. But
what's going on? She was like, y'all pray for me, pray for my safe travels.
And then she showed her on the plane.
And then she ain't said nothing else.
Right.
I was like, okay, so we pray for you to get there. Did you make it?
Right.
What? I was getting irritated because she wasn't telling me. So then I found out that TMZ was posting all the tea. So that's where I got all the information from, TMZ, because she wasn't posting it. She recently posted that she got taken care of, the luxury rental car. Let her rent a car while she was in LA, the nice car. She thanked the doctor. And now she got merchandise where it's like Gorilla Glue and there's a picture of her and the glue. And it's like, okay, y'all, listen. I'm very happy the young lady got to glue out her hair.
T-shirts and everything.
I don't understand.
Merch.
I don't understand what else her talent is at this point, though. Like, book her to tell the story.
Not reading the instructions.
Book her to tell the story. To say, this is what happened, this is what I went through. Like, that's fine. You know what I mean? Because I would love to interview her myself. So book her for that, to get the story out. But merch... And, like, for what? She gonna get a movie deal from this? Like, I'm trying to understand where else this is gonna go, because it's over.
Right.
You know?
I don't know either.
So, yeah, people was wondering about what... Her name is Tessica Brown. People was wondering what she was gonna do with the money. And she just released that she was actually donating $20,000, the rest of the remaining money from that GoFundMe, to a reconstructive surgery company for families. It's 3 families that's been selected, and that money is going to help those 3 families with the surgeries that they're going to need, which I think is great that she's using that money, because that's her money. Y'all can't tell her to spend her daggone money. If you gave her this money because you felt bad for her, you want her to do it, I mean, she got it done. She used it. She went to LA. She got that done. If it's something left over, cool. She might need it because her hair might not grow. She might need it for lace fronts. So you don't know. So get out her pocket. So yeah, I wanted to talk about that. And then, guys, another thing I wanted to say was Disney Plus just released Cinderella, starring Brandy and Whitney Houston. So, guys, if you're at home and you need something to do Valentine's Day, if you have children, it'd be a beautiful thing to do with your kids, to sit back, relax, and watch our Black Cinderella, Brandy, and Queen Whitney Houston tear it down with Roger and Hamsey's Cinderella. It was a musical, and it was amazing. It was great. And I'm going to watch that tonight with my baby girl. So I'm excited about that, guys. Now, today's Valentine's Day, as I said at the beginning of the show, and I challenged Mocha to do something before we start the show. We each had to pick 5 songs to put on our Valentine's playlist.
Yes.
So Mocha said that she know I'm an old head, so she knew I was gonna go old school music.
So you go first,
which I am. So yeah, we need to have me first, because then you go into the newer stuff. 5 songs that I would put on my Valentine's Day playlist would be "Real Love" by Eric Benet.
Okay.
"So Amazing" by Luther Vandross.
Okay.
"In Deep" by Fantasia.
Okay.
"Couple of Forevers" by Chrisette Michele.
Okay.
And "Butterflies" by Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Because all of those songs make me feel love, you know?
Okay.
And I'm bringing Chrisette Michele out of retirement, because you know I did retire her little singing.
Oh, yeah, you did from the...
I ain't mad at her no more. Trump ain't in office no more, so I think we should let it go.
Okay, but she might be singing again in 4 years.
She ain't gonna, I promise you, she ain't gonna do that. I bet you she won't.
Okay, so on mine is BMO from Ari Lennox.
Okay.
Best on Earth by Russ, but featuring Bia.
Okay.
Falling by Ayana. And Slow Down by Skip Marley and Her. And Come Through by Summer Walker.
Okay.
And I know you don't know.
I need to listen to.
When we get in my car, I'll let you listen.
A couple of them, I'm like, what?
All right. Okay. When we get in my car,
we'll listen to it. Okay.
Okay.
Well, guys, thank you so much for listening to the show.
I would like to give a Valentine's shout out to my Valentines. That's the plural.
It's a couple of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all know who y'all are. Happy Valentine's Day, boo.
Do they know that it's a few?
They know that they not the only ones.
Do they?
Yeah.
So you know that you ain't the only Valentine too, right?
If that's the case, okay.
Okay.
No, but I don't really even know. I don't be telling my one new boo to listen yet, because I don't know if he need to be listening to what I'm saying. So, but yeah, my other Valentine, he can listen. Happy Valentine's Day, baby. You know you my favorite.
Well, yeah, since we're giving shout outs to my 3 Valentines, Cairo, London, and Michael. Yes, my family. So happy Valentine's Day, guys. I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope you guys have a wonderful week.
Yes.
And we will talk to y'all next time.
Deuces.